Hey guys, watch my story on Connectwoods. Don't miss it.
Welcome to our talk show with Connectwood. Today we have with us Mr. Rajesh Kumar, and we're going to engage in a very interesting conversation about his initiative, the Gourmet Sage Hospitality Solutions. So, Mr. Rajesh, can you walk us through what you do and how you came up with this initiative?
Well, at Gourmet Sage, Sunil, what we do is primarily food and beverage or hospitality solutions, a 360-degree solutions provider, right? When I say that, there are multiple things that we do. The first and foremost would be setting up new projects, right? In the food space, the food and beverage space. For example, if you are an investor and you want to open a restaurant, let's say a new cafe or a food truck or a hotel, but you don't know how to do, because there's multiple things to be done, right? Definitely. It's a pretty numerous things, and rather than go about your trial and error method, it's better that you engage a professional company or professionals like us who will, who have tried and tested solutions. And we will help you right from the concept ideation till the launch of your outlet, and we also provide post-launch services in supporting and making your brand a very successful one.
Can you please elaborate on your journey that has led you to founding your own company?
Well, to talk about my professional journey, I started my career way back in the 90s, late 90s, and after completing my 3 years course in hotel management, and also completed my psychology and MBA marketing. So but after finishing this hotel management, I was selected through campus interviews, got a lot of offers from a lot of star hotels. Right. And I chose to work with the Taj Group of Hotels because that's where I trained, and my heart was really, there with the Taj Group of Hotels. I really loved working there. And so that's where my journey began in this industry. I worked in the Taj Connemara, 1997, and worked in all the food and beverage outlets, ranging from your bar, coffee shop, specialty, room service. It was very, very interesting. And after working in a star hotel for a few years, what also intrigued me was, that's when the advent of these multinational companies like Pizza Hut, they had come in, and some of my colleagues had joined, and they were raving about the kind of culture that they were enjoying at the Pizza Hut. And that really got me interested, and I joined the Pizza Hut. That was again a very interesting work experience, working for a brand like Pizza Hut. And then of course I worked with KFCs and Compass Group. Was lucky to, I'd say, I was lucky to work with all these pedigree companies and learn the best practices in the industry.
All right.
After having worked with all these different varied food and beverage companies, I always wanted to create something new, day in and day out. Being there, I was heading a chain of restaurants as a business head, but then it is again, there's no very similar brands. We were not creating new brands, and then I said, okay, this is time that I start,
makes sense.
Creating, starting this consulting, because I've been observing that there are not many players when I started this. To give solutions, there were of course some chefs who just give the menu, but as a consultant, we provide 360-degree solution, right, ranging from the concept ideation, what concept will work where, and the feasibility of the business, all the financial aspects, everything. So now, it's been now close to 3.5–4 years since we started this.
Wow, okay.
Gourmet Sage Hospitality Solutions, doing very well. Did a wide range of projects.
Can you walk us through some of these interesting projects that you've undertaken?
Well, ranging from a Mexican fusion food truck. We've done Asian restaurant to Andhra cuisine restaurant, fine dine restaurant, to it's even another Tamil Nadu style mess, sort of a local, a favorite kind of food. That's another concept we've done. So ranging from all this to even designing entire kitchen, space for 100-room resort property. So numerous, and a gaming cafe. So yeah, there are multiple projects.
So besides setting up of these new businesses that you do, What are the other services that you provide?
Well, while setting up new cafes or restaurants or any food and F&B spaces is our core service. But besides that, we also take up numerous other services, be it training, the staff training for any restaurants, not only restaurants, even soft skills training for something like, as recent as we just signed up with a frontline medical staff, a diagnostic, very leading diagnostic center.
Right.
We have taken the training for this staff. So that's something we do, training.
And this training is technical and non-technical, is it?
For food and beverage, it's technical and non-technical.
Amazing.
And for non-food beverage industry, we stick to our soft skills training.
Right.
Apart from training, we also, let's say if we are a successful let's say F&B brand,
Right.
you want to grow, and go the franchisee route, and you want to expand.
Right.
So that's where again we step in. We study our business. We give you, we in fact make you franchisee ready, in the sense, we give you a complete franchisee business module, be it the financials or the legal agreements or the SOPs and everything. And then we guide you to go the franchise.
So you give the structure and the know-how together for a franchise.
We put the entire thing together and make you franchisee ready.
So these are the services.
Yeah, these are some of the services we do.
Can you throw some light on your current ongoing projects that you've undertaken?
Sure. Without naming, of course, we've signed some NDAs. So we're working on some very interesting health food concept with a very popular chef, and that's going to be in Chennai.
Right.
And also working on a beautiful vegetarian fine dine multi-cuisine. I wouldn't say multi-cuisine, but let's say a global cuisine. With Pan-Asian and European, Indian, both North Indian, South Indian, with signature cocktails, mocktails, and wine and beer.
Right away.
That's in Coimbatore, though.
Oh, okay, right.
But I do welcome you.
So we all know that in this specific pandemic period, a lot of restaurants have taken a hit in terms of sales. How would you guide these new restaurant owners through this process or through this difficult journey?
These are very, very tough times, especially for the hospitality industry. When I say hospitality, the hotels and restaurants, and any food and beverage. Especially, the dine-in business takes a huge hit, right? Of course, with social distancing and the 50% seating capacity is what we need to do. So the top line takes. At the same time, we can't, let go of the staff. We need to take care of our staff. We need to pay the overheads. So these are really testing times. And my advice to the restaurant owners is, I know it's easier said, but let's stay strong. We need to come together and represent what we are going through, and see what best support we can do to each other, offer to each other.
Suppose நான் சென்னை ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் ஓப்பன் பண்ணுறேன், டாப் 3 அட்வைஸ் என்ன கொடுப்பீங்க?
ரொம்ப சிம்பிளாக கேட்டிங்க சுனில். ஒரு 3 அட்வைஸ் பண்ணணும்னா நிறைய அட்வைஸஸ் கொடுக்குறோம். ஓகே, சுருக்கமாக ஒரு 3 அட்வைஸ் கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அண்ட் ஃபார்மோஸ்ட்டுங்க ஸ்டாஃப். எனக்கு அதுதான், நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்குது, பட் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் யுவர் ஸ்டாஃப், ரைட்? The staff will take care of the business. அது என்னோட ஒரு மந்த்ராங்க. Okay, that is one. Second, எவ்வளோ டைம் வேணும் எடுத்துக்கோங்க ரிசர்ச் பண்ணி உங்கள் கான்செப்டை. பட் ஒன்ஸ் யூ டிசைடட், பி வெரி ஷுர் அபவுட் உங்களோட ரிசர்ச். இந்த கான்செப்ட் தான் பண்ண போகிறோம், இங்கே தான் பண்ண போகிறோம், இங்கே ஒர்க் ஆகும்னு, தென் just go with it and all the way and give it your best. Like, it is not bed of roses in the industry. This restaurant industry is very testing, very rewarding also, but it's very testing. You need to be there and give in your 100% all the time.
Makes sense.
ஏன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, நீங்கள் ஒரு 100 கஸ்டமருக்கு சூப்பர்பாக ஃபுட் சர்வீஸ் எல்லாமே கொடுத்துருப்பீங்க. ஆனால் ஒரு கஸ்டமர் எண்ட் ஆஃப் த டே, லெட்ஸ் அஸ்யூம் தட் ஒரு கஸ்டமர் வந்துட்டு ஒரு பேட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா, and it can happen, right? Just because ஒரு 100 பேர் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா I've done my job சொல்ல முடியாது. அந்த கடைசி ஃபஸ்ட்டு கஸ்டமர்லேருந்து லாஸ்ட் கஸ்டமர் வரைக்கும் நீங்கள் ஃபஸ்ட்டு கஸ்டமருக்கு எப்படி கொடுத்தீங்களோ எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ், அதே தான் என்று லாஸ்ட் கஸ்டமருக்கு அவ்வளோ அருமையாக கொடுக்கணும். ஸோ தட் perseverance and hard work is important. And third and most important is be very, very careful about your location. Rather than going for trial and error, நீங்கள் ட்ரையல் அண்ட் எரர் போகிறதுக்கு பதிலாக இது மாதிரி ப்ரொஃபஷனல்ஸ்னால் என்ன தான் கவர்மெண்ட் ஸ்டேஜை தான் ரெக்ரூட் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்ல, பட் சூஸ் அ குட் கன்சல்டன்ட் who will guide you in multiple things in setting and ensuring that your business is successful.
Definitely. This has been an eye-opening experience and a very, very interesting one. I definitely had good time here. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for this experience that Connectwood has given us.